Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Crystal Meiji Bacon, part of the Chapter 9 reporter. So my topic is about when is an idea not an opportunity. So assessing whether an idea is a potential entrepreneurial opportunity is the first key area of analysis in the new venture process. So this stage of transitioning an idea can be the most critical for understanding new venture development. So the following are the 7 of the most common pitfalls encountered in the process of assessing whether a new venture idea is an opportunity. So the first is lack of objective evaluation. Many entrepreneurs lack objectivity. So engineers and technically trained people are particularly prone to falling in love with an idea for a product or a service. So they seem unaware of the needs for the scrutiny they would give to a design or a project in the ordinary course of their professional works. So, the way to avoid this pitfall is to subject all the ideas to rigorous study and also investigation. So, the second is no real insight in the market. So, many entrepreneurship or the entrepreneur do not realize the importance of developing a marketing approach in laying the foundation for a new venture. So they should a managerial short-sightedness. So the third, so inadequate understanding of technical requirements. So the development of a new products often involves new techniques. So failure to anticipate the technical difficulties with developing or producing a product can sink a new venture. So the entrepreneur cannot be too thorough when studying the project before initiating it. So encountering unexpected technical difficulties frequently poses time-consuming and costly problems. So, during part, dili man yun na malikayan. So, the fourth is the poor financial understanding. So, a common difficulty with development and introduction of a new product or a service in an overlay optimistic estimate of the funds required to carry the project to completion. So sometimes ang entrepreneur daw is ignorant of the cost or a victim of an inadequate research and planning. So this next is lack of the uniqueness. So a new venture should be unique. Uniqueness is a special characteristic and design concept that should draw the customer to the venture and should provide performance or a service superior to competitive offerings. So the best way to ensure customer awareness of differences between the company's product and competitors' product is through product differentiation. So naadyo kalahiinan. So pricing become less of a problem when the customer sees the product as a superior to its competitors. So a product that is unique in a significant way can gain the advantage of differentiation. So the next common is the ignorance of legal and regulatory issue. So business is subject to many legal and regulatory requirements. So one is the need to make the workplace safe for employees. A second is to provide reliable and safe products and services. Third is the necessity for patents, trademarks, and copyright to protect one invention and also the product. So last is to take into account the varying regulatory environment in which the Asia Pacific entrepreneur operate. So when legal and regulatory issues are overlooked, there should be a major problem. So the last is lack of insight regarding industry structure. So to understanding the dynamics of the industry you wish to enter with the new venture is paramount for assessing the opportunity. So not being aware of this issue of control and power within an industry value chain may mean that. So even with a great product that the customer or end user are willing to purchase and pay for, so a business can fail because of the power suppliers, the distributors, or other competitive forces. So the startup business is vulnerable to issues of cash flow, access to markets and customer, and also the tactics of entrenched competitors with cash to flush or with heavy investment at risk if the challenging new ventures succeed. So my next topic is about the evaluation process. So a critical task when starting a new business enterprise is conducting solid analysis and evaluation of the feasibility of the product or a service idea before getting off the ground. So yes, it's sakto nga dapat jud nga kung noon yun magtarong before ka makuan like kanang if mag-business ka siguro for me ako gusto ko nga maka-benefit ni sa tao, maka-benefit ang environment, na i-benefit ang mga tao or mga environment, and also makatabang pud kanang makatabang sa tao. So the entrepreneur must put their ideas through this analysis to discover if the proposal contain any fatal flaws. So man akong iyon kaganina ang kailangan. Taas pa kani siya nga process ay ka sa imuhang business. So in the next section of this chapter, we examine way to evaluate ideas and assess the opportunity landscape. So analyzing the opportunity landscape. So by conducting an opportunity landscape analysis is systematically examine the external condition that both shape and influence of the opportunity. So it is based on fundamentals on the PES or the political, economic, social, and technology factors and trend analysis, which has become more sophisticated over the years. So it has evolved into a STEAP analysis, the social, technology, environment, economics, and political analysis, and yet others have labeled it the PESTLE analysis, so the political, economic, social, cultural, technology, legal, and environmental analysis. So in the case of both of the STEP and PESTLE, the environment in terms of the ecological soundness and impact of the opportunity factors. So while the PESTLE also nag-add siya og specific legal or regulatory influences on the opportunity. So the first step of opportunity landscape analysis is to examine all of these same elements to help the entrepreneur to locate the source of opportunity or the changing condition that the present the opportunity. So next is identify the size of the likely market needs that may arise from this changing condition and the extent of changing of momentum, and also identify likely duration of the need and how the condition will influence the timing of the opportunity. And next is locate the trends which create a new needs and may show how the need will increase or decrease over time. So last is indicate the emerging issue, the values or lifestyle which uncover emerging needs. So next is assessing the industry environment. We now move on to the noted strategist Michael E. Porter's well-known approach to assessing industry. So Porter's first question is, what is the structure of the industry and how it is likely to evolve over time? So if the entrepreneur business is not an attractive industry, and we will show how to measure its attractiveness. So then the person may want to get out of it or redefine it. So Porter's second question is, what is the company's relative? So next is our uncertainty analysis. So although industries vary in size and development, so a certain characteristic are common to the new and emerging industry that today's the entrepreneur needs to consider. So this tends to increase uncertainty as opposed to risk, because the only way this can be resolved is through careful and mindful participation in the industry. So unlike risk, so there are little one can do it is to mitigate uncertainty as there is no past experience of it. to rely on. So the most important of these uncertainties are outlined below. So first is technology uncertainty. So a great deal of uncertainty usually exists about the technology in emerging industry, which the product configuration will ultimately prove to be the best. So which production technology will be proved to be the most efficient? How difficult will it be to develop this technology? How difficult will it be to copy technology breakthrough in the industry? So the next is the strategic uncertainty. So related to technological uncertainty is a wide variety of strategic approaches often tried by industry participants. So since no right strategy has been clearly identified, so industry participants will formulate different approaches to product positioning, advertising, pricing, and the like, as well as the different products configuration or production technology. So next is first time buyer uncertainty. So buyers of an emerging industry product or services are perfectionists, so first time buyers. So the marketing task is therefore one of the substitution or getting the buyer is to make the initial purchase of a new product or a service. So next is the short time horizon and strategic uncertainty. So in many emerging industry, the pressure to develop customer or produce product to meet demand is too great that the bottleneck and problems are dealt with expected rather than on the basis of an analysis of future condition or short run result are often given major attention, while long run results are given little consideration, creating strategic uncertainty. So